What's up everybody, I'm Thorn, and today I'm going to show you how to make a magic 8-ball EOS. This video was also inspired by IdunnGoddess, by her giant magic Pokeball and her mini magic Pokeball videos. I thought they were amazing. I will have the links to her channel and those two videos in the description box, so if you want to go and check those out. You will need a plastic lid that is white for the triangle part that you will be writing yes or no on. You will need a permanent marker, a knife, and an X-Acto blade. Some Mod Podge for sealing up the yes or no triangle thingy. You will need some scissors, some EOS of your choice, a hot glue gun, the cap from a perfume bottle. Just took the EOS apart, now I'm popping out the grate, and I'm going to pop out the dome shape too. So what you're going to want to do with parents' help or permission is cut out the ring on the EOS dome, so then like when you put it back together, it will not pop back into the top part of the lid. Now I'm taking some clear plastic, which you can get from like a packaging thing that dolls come in, and I'm tracing the dome, and next I'm going to cut it out. And so once you have that finished cutting it out, just set it off to the side. So here I'm just cutting out the grate part, and also the little nubs that are left, you're going to shave those off for a nice smooth look. And then once you have that done, the little circle piece of plastic that we cut out later, you're going to want to see if that fits in. So next you're also going to want to hot glue the dome part in, and make sure you get this hot glued really well, because again, you don't want any leaks whatsoever, and adjust it to the way you want, and also make sure it fits back in the cap. And next, with your plastic white lid, you're going to cut out a small triangle, and I was going to trim this down, but I decided not to. And you're also going to make sure it fits in the dome part before you do anything further. And now you're going to write yes or no, or whatever you want to write on it. So with your Mod Podge, you're going to cover your yes or no triangle, and make sure you cover this really well so there's no leak or anything. Next, you're just going to balance the lid thing in the base of the EOS, and you're going to take your water and fill it up to the hot glue line that you made earlier, and then take your yes or no triangle and make sure it floats. And then take that circle plastic piece that you made and put it in. If you don't like the way it is, you can take it out and readjust it. And make sure that there is no air bubbles either. So if there are, just take your water and fill it up more on top, and yeah. So now you're gonna hot glue that in, and hot glue it well so there are obviously no leaks. And if there's water in there, don't worry about it. Just try to dry it up as much as possible. Alright, now you're finished with that part, and all you gotta do is screw it back in the cap of the EOS, and then pop the EOS back together, and now you're finished. I love how this turned out. It turned out really cool, and it's just really fantastic to look at. It's amazing. All you have to do is pop the chapstick part out, and for me this was difficult, and then you're just going to set that off to the side because you don't need it. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to cut out the flat part of the bottom of the EOS for the perfume cap to fit in, and you will probably need parents' permission or help with this, and be very careful with this. And this will take a while, but once it's out, it is totally worth it. So once you get it out, all you have to do is shave off the edges very carefully, and just make sure you don't overshave the edges to make it look like a perfect circle, because if you do, your cap won't fit in there just right. So just experiment with this, and you most likely will be able to get it on first try. So next you're going to make sure that the perfume cap fits in there perfectly and nice and snug, and then you're going to take your permanent marker and measure out how much you need to cut off. And once you do that, pop it back out and then cut on the permanent marker line that you made. And also be super careful on this too while cutting out. I don't want you to cut yourself. And then pop it back in to see if it fits. And most likely you will need to cut off more. So use the part that you cut off for the measurement of how much more you need to cut off. And so then once you got that part cut off, just put it back in. And for me, the EOS was hard to put back together. It was just the EOS, not me, but it fit perfectly. So next you're going to take that plastic packaging and trace the perfume cap that you cut, and then cut that out. And it's okay if it has like hangover on the edges. That's good for the hot glue to it. So next, all you want to do is write your yes or no on there, and then cover it in nail polish, in a top clear coat nail polish. And make sure you cover this super well with the top coat. And just add your water, and then like I dumped it out because I wasn't sure if the triangle was going to float, but it ended up floating anyway. And so add the triangle in after you add the water, and then add it so where it like bubbles over top. And then next, all you want to do is you want to hot glue the clear circle part that you cut out onto the lid part, and make sure you hot glue this well because you do not want any leaks, because that would be a really bad thing. So this is the time that you put the cylinder back into the EOS, and then you want to snap it back together, and once you do that, you're finished. And I realized that the yes peeled off, so again, you want to make sure that that triangle thing is coated very well. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't yet clicked that subscribe button, go ahead and do so right now. We are trying to reach a goal of 10,000 subscribers.